All right, so there's been some questions. It's been some questions. It's understandable there's been some questions because there's a lot happening, and I can't expect everyone to be fully informed on every single little detail. But a lot of the questions I've received is, wait a second, JorDan? JorDan? Why is JorDan here? Well, JorDan retired. It's kind of a meme for JorDan at this point, but JorDan, he stepped away from the game again, and I think he was gone for a little over a year. We ran a full Titans League season, and so he vacated that spot in Platinum. And that we had a whole qualifier to fill that spot, and the whole season happened. We can't just yank someone out of Platinum, worthy player in Platinum, to give JorDan his spot back. He's going to have to work his way up through the ranks. And luckily for him, this time, this will not be the case next time, it's a bit of a fast track to gold at least. So JorDan wins this series, which he's the favorite to do. He will be in gold, the 25K Gold League. And of course, the loser falls into silver, all right? And so if JorDan is inevitable, then he could be back in Platinum, not this upcoming season, but the next season. Now, Combito, big underdog, is a younger player from Mexico. Wouldn't have seen a lot from over the last couple years. He's been really active on the ladder, and he's been much improved. He really impressed me in the previous rounds. I know his opponent, Ozone, was incredibly prepared and incredibly sharp, and I was actually shocked. Like, Combito had such crazy speed and confidence, and I didn't know he was going to be able to bring that to the table in a big moment. So I'm curious to see how this goes. There's probably a term for this that maybe chat could help me with, but there is this situation with underdogs, guys, where the first game, the underdog could open quite strongly, let's say, but if their aggression doesn't work like the first 2 or 3 times, if whatever they're trying to do doesn't work 2 or 3 times, they can get discouraged, and then they lose hope. And I really think game one's going to dictate a lot here in that regard. Just because, like, JorDan's a tough player to break down. And if you're going to beat JorDan, you can't just hope for the first 2 or 3 things that you try, the first 2 or 3 punches to land. You're going to have to wait till like 8, 9, or 10 or something. So, yeah, we'll see. JorDan's got the Mongols. JorDan's been able to take advantage of the fast hunt. JorDan actually building his lumber camp over here. And this is because of some homework possibly on the meta that some players have been going for. Combito did this exact thing in his previous round. He picked Romans, and then he went for a barracks. So it seems like his plan is to add militia now. He'll be looking for JorDan's woodline. JorDan can go to feudal age pretty fast because he's got so much food from the Mongols, but he did scout the back of his base pretty thoroughly. Actually has a lot of sheep back there. One he might lose, but he didn't actually push in that many deer. So he only pushed in 1. So, you push in 1, that's not really what you want with the Mongols. He's going to try and push in more for now. It almost looks like JorDan is really going to prioritize taking, maybe not this woodline now, but some of these other berries. The fact that he's still out here scouting the outside 6 minutes in is kind of crazy to me. That's not a standard play at all. And here comes 2 militia. About to be 3 militia. And maybe more militia for Combito. And Combito sees JorDan is pushing in the deer, attacks JorDan's scout. JorDan's actually going to use this villager now to finish pushing in the deer, which is crazy resourceful. He does not know about the militia, of course. Look at him go. Oh, now the deer's kind of bugged out. Now he's got to get to the other side of it after shooting it. And the militia for Combito are still looking for that wood line. They're still going, but they're not going to get the right area here. Not going to hit the wood line. They're going the wrong direction. They will find a sheep, so that's good. And scout HP is still really close. This could still be a kill for either player. So the idea of the militia is really just to force a lot of reactions. So far, the HP, the micro has been insane from Combito. I would take the chance. You're both 3 HP. I would be taking the chance there every single day, but that's because I don't, I wouldn't have the confidence that other things are going to go well for me here. So imagine killing JorDan's scout. We got militia coming in. JorDan under pressure, game number 1. Scout can't block, though. And now Combito's scout is dead anyways. That is one of the most important things on a drush, is having that scout so you can block. So I think it's still somewhat manageable for JorDan. It is still only 3 militia from Combito. Having said that, Combito can click up. And Combito's on the way up. Could go for man-at-arms, could go for skirms, could go for scouts. There's a whole lot of possibilities. But JorDan's okay for now. I don't know where one of the extra militia even is right now. Okay, I guess he's weak in the middle because he was delaying the barracks. Yeah, Combito doesn't have the scout now. He does not know that wood line is down here for later on. And he moves around. He'll see the archer range. JorDan has very little on food, but he does have just enough food to do everything that he needs to do. And Scout's still alive, but obviously does not know anything about what Combito is going to do. There's a lot you can assume. You can assume that there could still be man-at-arms. And you can assume that it would be something like skirmishers as the follow-up since you're playing archers. JorDan's actually going to walk to the middle now. And JorDan will take the hunt, which I was wondering about, right? You pick the Mongols. You might not be happy with just like 1 or 2 deer. I like this, especially considering the opponent doesn't have a scout right now. I think if Combito had the scout and could possibly see this, it'd be a different situation, but he's in the dark on that. JorDan will see the militia and get the snipe. Yo, Helden, thank you so much. Also, Ganji Fan Club, guys, thank you for the gifted subs. JorDan bringing in the hype here, and look what he sees. JorDan sees the barracks with the flag, so that will mean man-at-arms. He sees the archer range, that will mean skirms. You can't full wall on the map, but I still think it'd be a rather risky business for JorDan to run through there, maybe. His micro's perfect, he could be okay. We see another range back here. And JorDan runs in, just hits the vills, forces the man-at-arms out. There's still man-at-arms over here, though. And JorDan just saved a villager there. It's on 1 HP. So crazy save from JorDan. Scout's still running around the map. Combito has made JorDan work hard for this. Like, he's been close to multiple villager kills with the drush, now with the man-at-arms. Just hasn't been able to get him. And JorDan's on the hunt. JorDan should probably want scouts here, I think. And as I say it, there's the stable. Yeah, I mean, going fletching at this point is an option. But you're still playing archer into skirm and man-at-arms that could be pretty tanky. So this will be a big feudal age, I'm guessing. Remember, JorDan doesn't have a lot of normal food eco right now. So if these vills were to get spotted, this could be really bad for him. But Combito just doesn't see it. Losing that scout was such a big deal. He just doesn't know that the vills are out there. Even if he had scouted the region, you'd be able to see the dead deer on the ground. But he just doesn't know. And JorDan, this is funny. JorDan knows he's exposed. And JorDan's building a tower there. But it's actually not a tower he has to build. I guess, like, you know, it's not going to hurt because maybe Combito will eventually find this. But guys, I said it and I meant it. Like, this Combito guy's solid, man. He might not have killed the unit yet, but look at the resources collected. He's ahead of the Mongols. JorDan now can't tower the wood line because he's towered to save those villagers. We've got fletching in for the range units. JorDan's army's back here. Combito does not know about the scouts, though. JorDan will have to probably fight back with villagers, though. I mean, shift the weak villagers around, fight back, and bring your archers in. The favorites are always so good at just keeping units alive under pressure, and JorDan's done such a good job at that. Kills that archer, still hasn't lost a villager. And honestly, now that the scouts are here, looks like a fight that he could easily take. Fletching is delayed, but he opted for the scouts. So if the scouts make a difference here, he'll probably be happy with it. JorDan loses a couple archers, but JorDan will get the full clear here. Combito just wants to kill another archer or two if he can. And he'll kill one. He doesn't kill much more than that, so I think JorDan will take that. So it's double range for Combito. Love the farming eco, though. Compared to JorDan, that's a lot better. And remember, the Romans have that consistent 5% greater efficiency. And going double range archers now is a good move for Combito. Like, it doesn't scale incredibly well in a really long game for the Romans. But rarely do we see this map go to the Imperial Age anyways. And that really helps you against the scouts. I think Combito might want to consider a tower. This is a nice spot for a tower. Like, placing a tower here protects your wood line and it protects your gold. You don't really need to protect the berries because the berries are gone. You can also wall this way towards the edge of the map. JorDan seems to be waiting for a really big army from Combito. Hasn't happened yet. And by the way, JorDan, the score for JorDan is mainly just this auto scout here. So, T90 auto in chat. Actually, don't know. That might be manual scouting from JorDan, but we'll just call it an auto scout because it's easier. Man-at-Arms get cleared up over here. Really smart from JorDan just to have the archers aware of any side attacks. That's actually an avenue that Combito could have taken. He could have run around the outside, but then he leaves himself exposed. I think if you didn't sell your stone, you could have dropped the tower here and gone counterattacking around the outside. But he just sold the stone to click up. I think both players are really paranoid because their golden is exposed. There's an outpost from JorDan. Here's an outpost from JorDan. JorDan's really well known for being an elite scanner of his minimap. I talked about this with someone the other day. Like, I've got a big minimap mod, and I'm still missing stuff on my minimap. JorDan, as far as I know, doesn't use the big minimap or anything. Just like real simplified, normal, tiny minimap. And he was still noticed like the slightest bit of movement on that minimap. I do everything I can just so I'd notice it. I still miss it. JorDan on the way up, Combito on the way up a little bit faster. But JorDan saw the armies there. He's looping around to the outside now. See, Combito, though, also patrolling this man-at-arm here. So, like, that guy, that's a moving outpost right now. It's really good value for a unit that you're not going to do anything with. Yep, JorDan runs in again. Sees the army. He's like, okay, this is where he is. I think JorDan's trying to bait him out right now. JorDan's like, hey, come kill me. But Combito's been really patient. Combito's playing like he believes that he can beat someone in a straight-up game here. This is going to be mass crossbow. He's got more numbers. Again, Combito's really impressed me. And look, and now the man-at-arm goes down. JorDan maybe shouldn't have shot that. But now Combito knows he probably shouldn't be moving out yet. That's a really good play there. Damn. Yeah, I do remember there was a crazy game in the previous season. It was Hera Classic Pro on this map. That one went imp. Games go imp on this map if the level's extremely high and even. This might honestly be one of them. Knowing how it tends to go, I'll say that, and this game will end over the next 3 minutes, but... Archers and skirms are here. The scouts shouldn't contribute a whole lot. But not a bad engagement for JorDan to try and take, I guess. JorDan's army is still in the back, but JorDan will be surprised to see that Combito is up. Combito will add the siege workshop. Little surprising. In a crossbow war, normally you tend to see ballistics. He doesn't know that JorDan could still come in here, and he's going to move forward now. And this could be... Well, there's elite skirmisher there. I mean, elite skirm defense isn't a bad play. The scouts are still pretty weak. But this feels like Combito needs a little bit more at home before he moves out. And JorDan finally diving. See if Combito can defend from this. He's losing his skirms. He's gonna kill JorDan's army. No doubt about that. Just comes down to how many villagers will JorDan kill. There's a time to take army. There's a time to take vills. You take the vills here. JorDan gets 5 villagers. Make it 6 villagers. Really nice raid from JorDan. He will be happy with that, but now he needs to brace himself and defend. And he does have a siege workshop already prepared. He also has skirms. Still has the villagers in the middle. And second TC for Combito. It's still wild to me. He has no clue those villagers are there. Like, what a weird looking tower. If he's just gonna encounter this and be like, what? It's very rare that someone towers and you never see it. So JorDan has to defend now. He doesn't have a very big army yet. I think Combito can dive and attack there in theory. But seeing the Scorpion and also seeing the skirms would make you think twice. But once mangonels come forward, this could be tough. Siege workshop positions, though, are so valuable, and the fact that Combito built it here instead of on the front now does make this awkward. It takes a long time to roll forward. And JorDan, obviously, he's going to have the mangonels at the ready. So see if Combito is able to break JorDan. I don't think JorDan's going to counterattack for a while here. This is just 3 TCs. He is on stone. Long-term, Mongols are the much better civ in terms of military options. But resources collected still higher for the young Mexican and JorDan. I don't think his famous smile is on his face right now. I think he's laser focused at the moment. Again, game 1 really sets the tone here, I think. Combito will know, like, he will have known ever since he saw the bracket. Like, oh, crap. If I win out in this group, I've got to face potentially JorDan. People were not happy to see him there. Barracks is going down. And he's just going to be patient here. He's just going to be patient. Use this time. Use this map control. And, well, he loses his mangonel. Look away for a second. You get sniped. It's so hard to push into the darkness there. But he's adding the TC, right? We've got the 3rd TC. Ooh, a Lancer from JorDan into the wood line. Okay, so nice little counterattack there from JorDan. Pokes down another villager. That's really good. That's really nice play. And Combito still not really... Like, he's got the crossbows. He can't do much. It feels awkward because it takes such a long time. But maybe the crossbows... Well, never mind. I was going to say maybe the crossbows can leave, but you can't because then JorDan can dive with Cav, and JorDan gets another big shot. Just these tiny moments where Combito's adding farms, but Combito... Okay, he'll lose another mangonel. But he takes down JorDan's mangonels, uses the crossbows there very nicely. JorDan's going to have another one immediately, though. Might hop out and immediately go for the shot. And he does. And yeah, again, Combito's just a little bit off the pace right now. And JorDan's pretty heavy on stone, so definitely saving for a castle. He also still has these villagers down here. So if he wanted a TC out here, he could. He's also chopping through this wood line. So if he chops through this wood line, he could run through with a bunch of villas. Maybe drop a castle there. Yeah, if you were to send the crossbows around, like, this would actually be the spot to hit. JorDan, if he senses the crossbows aren't there, can just use a couple lancers to snipe the siege. So you do actually need the crossbows there. Ooh, but he is looking around now. He's thinking about what we just said. And I think JorDan just overchopped that. JorDan just overchopped that. That's really unfortunate timing. Combito can run through. Am I wrong? He can run through. He might actually think JorDan ran through. He's going to see the deer as well and think JorDan ran through with a bunch of vills, maybe. I don't know. JorDan with the panic TC here. Oh, and he gets through and he runs into the choke point. Brutal, dude. Just brutal. That's so good from JorDan. It's almost like that was planned. Like, he chopped that intentionally. And now JorDan's sending his skirms and a lancer around the outside. Combito's going to have some issues out here. And this is just going to be more annoyance for him as JorDan is still building up towards the castle. Now JorDan can think about looking to the middle again. JorDan is into the wood line. JorDan is just playing super solid. And this side raid is so good. The mangonel for Combito misses. JorDan's micro has been fantastic. The Lancer goes in for the mangonel here. How is JorDan able to manage all this? Combito can't keep up. He loses his mangonel. He'll kill the Lancer. But JorDan will run away again. Really, the key for me now is, can JorDan get to a castle? And I think the castle has to go down here. He actually has a lot of vision in this area now. Going here would still be risky. Skirms will probably get killed, or he'll have to back away. Yeah, now Combito sees the tower, which was built like 20 minutes ago. But the tower actually helps because JorDan has a little bit of time. Just enough time to get a castle up. He can take that gold, he can take that stone, but most importantly, he can make Mangadai. And if you make Mangadai in this matchup, Romans have really big problems. Mangadai have a bonus against siege, which is one of the things that Romans are good at. And Mangadai also shred infantry, which is the other thing that Romans are good at. So it's like, early game, great for the Romans. Mid game, great for the Romans. We're approaching late game, not so good for the Romans. And Combito will see the castles up. The Combito micros. They both lose a mangonel. But this castle is just not the castle you would have ever wanted to see. That's supposed to be your advantage, is holding the middle here. And it's crazy, right? Like, there were moments in this game for Combito to have opportunities, but JorDan just slightly ahead to the timings. KD's been even resources collected, still even, just because Romans are that good. But Jordan's got 2 relics. Outposting the north now. I think he will probably follow with some outposts in the south. He's got a really good game plan and a really good understanding on how this needs to be played. I think Combito needs to rush Imp. He needs to stone fast. He needs to maybe even buy a castle. You just have to get rid of this castle ASAP. You cannot allow this game to go on much longer here. Even if you force the Mongol player into a Trebor, that's okay, because then they can't produce Mangadai. Big shots there from Combito. That's so good. People are asking about Elo. It's like 2,400 versus 2,600. Sorry, I should maybe put something on screen. In my mind, I'm still like, you know, I guess I need to add that on screen. Yeah. I can add that on screen later. My bad. Combito, kind of new in that Elo category. JorDan's been around a super long time. Mangadai is diving in. Crossbows are here. Mangadai, they have a bonus against Siege, but like, how confident are you, JorDan? The bonus isn't that good. Oh, but his Mangadai hops out. It was a distraction. And, well, he doesn't get the kills he wants. It sounds risky, but Combito might drop a castle right here. I think the safer play is just to build one in the middle. He's hanging with JorDan here. I mean, he's still got some chance. He's obviously behind in Vils, but he will be faster to Imp, and JorDan's Mangadai are all going down right now. This is getting pretty nerve-wracking for him. Castle in the back, just to stay safe. More Mangadels going down for JorDan. More of a push continuing from Combito. He's been really consistent the last couple minutes here. And there's this random villager is not going to do anything for Combito. It's all about can he push the middle. Feels like he wants the castle here. If the Siege Workshop goes down, he could maybe do it. I still prefer the castle in the middle, though. But he doesn't know that there's another castle back here from JorDan. I think if he knew that, he would never place one in this location. And he's going to place his castle over here. So he's in Imp. His Civ doesn't get bracers. So the skirms and the crossbows aren't going to get significantly better. You can still get chemistry. You can still get the armor. But the lack of range could be an issue. And JorDan... feels like JorDan's going to try Onager right now. JorDan doesn't know about this castle. So not knowing about this castle means he might not make his own trebs. JorDan is going to go Onager from the forward Siege Workshop as well. Damn. I mean, if he can get drill and the Siege can roll around like Cobra cars, that could be pretty strong, but this is really expensive. Onager feels like a perfect play against everything Combito's making, though. The fact that he's doing it from the forward Siege Workshop is a little confident, but he's not exactly losing it, so... Moises Claminator says, how rusty is JorDan? Genuine question. I don't think he's rusty. I think he's in really good shape. I think JorDan will have put some time and effort into this. I think he'll be very sharp. And, I mean, he has been very sharp. I don't think this is a rusty JorDan at all. Things get interesting now. The first treb is out. JorDan didn't expect that. He's got Onager now. Combito's able to back away. Combito will see the outpost from JorDan and know that JorDan might swoop in with attacks at any point in time. That could get really tough out there. And there's drill. So the Onagers will have, what is it, 50% more speed? 50% more speed. But does that allow JorDan to take these trebs down? Does JorDan have enough gold income? There he goes. He's just going to roll in to raid the gold. Combito reacts. Combito's also going for Onager. Feels like a good play right now. JorDan's villagers on the right side are getting sniped. JorDan will have limited gold, guys. People run out of gold eventually. Actually, looks like he has golds here. Onager's still 30 seconds away from Combito. We've got an Onager and Mangadai raid on this wood line, which has been a pain for Combito the entire game. JorDan has just run to this wood line constantly with all types of different units, and this is exactly where you need the Mangadai to be because the skirmishers are elsewhere. JorDan tried to snipe a treb. It didn't work. The castle took that down, but this is so awkward for Combito. JorDan at 160 vills right now. He's got a crazy eco. I mean, he's bordering into an overboom. Over 160 Vils is probably too much, but, like, if you only need 5 onagers, that's okay. Look at JorDan microing his onagers so the castle doesn't kill it. Snipes one of the Trebs. Loses a lot here, but the Mangadai have also killed a lot over here. Killing villagers. Disrupting Combito's focus. Combito deals with that, but now his castle's under fire, and now he's going to need to use his onagers. Yeah, it just feels like it's a messy game. JorDan has more good things going for him. He's got more villagers working. He's got the relics. He's got the superior siege. Flattens the crossbows. Combito's got all the stone in the world, but he doesn't know where he can safely place castles. He can't keep up with the Mangadai. JorDan's over here now. Look at JorDan's vision. JorDan can see everything up here. And soon he'll be able to see more in the middle. And I think he might just dive in with his Mangadai to snipe these onagers to finish the game. Now you can do it. Earlier in the game, it was a little bit weird, but I want to consider this. He's still microing back here. He's still looking over here. JorDan. Combito saw it and went for the attack round, but these are Mangadai. Mangadai have a bonus against siege. Mangadai that are not elite. Mangadai without chemistry, by the way. So they could get significantly better. Oh, wow. Combito's building a castle here to stop the raids. A castle here to stop the raids. But yeah, then he's going to lose the middle. The issue is he won't be able to focus middle then. I think you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't right now. Crazy micro, though. My God. Look at this micro. Obviously, way cooler looking to see the Mongol siege micro. And this is kind of the Mongol dream right now. Up against siege, you're on Mangadai, you're on your own siege. This is why the Mongols have been banned so much. It's the most banned civilization in the bronze bracket, to my knowledge. JorDan gets it for game number 1, and JorDan just flattening Combito here. And the thing is Combito played a really solid game. Like a really solid game. So I'm curious now. I hope that he can continue to play solid, move into a home map where he's confident. But I have seen it before. Just because Combito doesn't have as long of a career, I could see him being like, damn, dude. Like, I did everything I could. I was with him for a while. I couldn't break him. And then he just outplayed me. I could see that possibly affecting some decision-making, right? Certain decisions that you would normally make, if maybe you're up against an evenly matched player, you might not want to make in the next game. That was sick from JorDan. That was really good. I think the difference for me was the willingness from JorDan to be creative and go for the counter around the outside. Combito was a little too one-dimensional in his focus there. Now, I think he was kind of frightened that he was going to get attacked, but ultimately, I think this wood line here was kind of the key. He never was able to get a lot of damage in. This is where JorDan chopped through. And then, of course, the one time he did try and pressure, then JorDan hit that big mangonel shot, which was pretty sick. But yeah, JorDan ended up having the much better economy, but that wasn't the case for a while. And look at the APM, by the way. For anyone who doesn't know Combito, really fast player. Really fast. Lots of APM. Is some of this maybe additional clicks and spam clicking and all the things that we see for everyone's APM? Yeah, absolutely it is. But the reality is the speed is there, and he just doesn't have near as much of experience as JorDan. So, well played. And maybe like Mongols just allow you to play a little bit with a little bit more control. Maybe Combito needs another civ. He's got Romans as his last pick. So I'd expect a game plan here. So welcome, guys. Game 2. And we've got Vietnamese from JorDan. An interesting pick. But a pick that I don't hate. This map tends to be rather economic and focused around Imperial Age. And Vietnamese have a solid economy. And they have good Imperial Age options. What Vietnamese don't necessarily have is like a really good navy. At least you don't see them picked, but I mean their navy's still fine. It's rare you get shipwright anyways. You just want galleon and elite cannon galleon, and you can do that. So I think it's good. That's not a bad play at all. JorDan Might also opt for a fast feudal here because you have cheaper eco upgrades. They research faster. That feels natural to maybe rush feudal. Combito's gone for Armenians. So, I don't know if he'll try it, guys. Also, rebounds. Can we not do the copy pasta? I'm sorry. I might be like grumpy 90 today, but you posted the same copy pasta like 5 times, and I saw it during the previous game, and I was really doing my best work. It was my best work, and all I'm getting greeted with is just a copy pasta. If we could not, that'd be good. So there's a game that Gabby played against FedEx in round 2. Now, I did not cast that series. Somebody else might have, okay? What she did, excuse me, with Armenians was when she got to Castlade, she built a church on either side, and she made warrior priests. She snagged all the relics right next to each church, so she got to like 6 relics super fast, and then she used the warrior priests to patrol in and basically attack from either side. So it was like kind of minimal investment to just harass the sides, and there were other things that ended up happening in that game, but essentially it became really difficult for FedEx to ever get this gold, and Gabby ended up winning the game. So that was the most effective play I've seen with the Armenians. Now, Armenian Navy is insane, but this map isn't just about water. It's also about land, and I feel like Armenians lack bombard cannons. Armenian champions can be really, really good later on. Like, beyond that, I don't know. Their land army doesn't necessarily excite me near as much as Vietnamese. You've got Rattans. You've got the 420 HP elephants. You've got Imperial Age skirmishers. You've got bombard cannons. So I'm JorDan. I'm just thinking, okay, I got to make sure I get the gold and get the late game. I don't care about anything else, but it's how you get there, right? I think Combito also had Italians first pick, but I think he picked Italians for... I guess he wanted to go Italians for Pacific Islands, which is one of JorDan's maps. I personally would have wanted to go Italians here. And I would have wanted to go Armenians on Pacific Islands, but player comfort is important. And copy pasta rebound. It's all good, dude. Thank you for... You're responding with a copy pasta, aren't you? I thought this was a genuine apology. He says, hey, Grumpy90, I just wanted to sincerely apologize for the copy pasta spam. I got a little carried away, okay? I was trying to share the joy, the hype, the energy, maybe I went a little bit too far. It won't happen again. Please forgive me. That's a freaking pasta. That's a freaking pasta. Okay, mods, we can allow that one. We'll allow that one. Honestly, respect. 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 Go ahead. Have at it, guys. Go ahead. It's Dark Age on Shoals, so... You have until Feudal Age. Hardy didn't hear me give permission. My mods are going to be really annoyed right now. It's fine. Just let it ride. Whatever. Oh my god. I actually thought... I thought it was a genuine apology for a second. Thank you, Dopa, for the 10 months. He says, I'm better than the guy who said he is better. I'm the best you ever saw. I promise no one ever been as good as I'm. Are you guys okay? What is going on with you guys? It's a Monday, guys. It's a Monday. Why is everyone broken? My god, like, is this hangover from the weekend? Like, what's happening? Thank you, though, I guess. Might be going mad. Also subscribed. Well, that's very fitting. Thank you, Might be going mad, for the sub. Guys. We have a sneak. This villager is wandering into the back of Combito's base. We have seen very few games where land army and feudal age actually happens. JorDan has wandered into the back, just hanging out there, and Combito is going to go and try and win water. He's going to go double dock. He's going to make some galleys. He's going to adapt. JorDan is just sitting there. And it's going to be an archer range. That is a crazy play, dude. That is a crazy play. Now, I don't think Combito knows. He didn't see the barracks either. Look, the barracks is hidden in the back. So there's really no reason for Combito to look for this. Other minor detail is Combito's scout took a little bit of damage. So if he comes to fight JorDan's scout will also always win the fight. It's like, look, yeah, he wants to kill JorDan's scout, but he can't actually chase it. JorDan. Oh, now he receives an extra hit. That's fine for JorDan, though, because he can just run away, and Combito's always going to try and kill the scout. He's going to be like, oh, thank God, I can win water, and I can win the scout war. He has no clue there's an archer range there. None. Damn, that's so good. We'll see if JorDan can get away there, but the scout is never going to check. Combito is going to think he's walled. This is a masterpiece from JorDan, man. This is an absolute masterpiece. It's so good. And honestly, should wait. Wait until he has like 5 archers with fletching. Combito here kills the scout. Combito's going to be feeling great. And now Combito's just going to scout the map, and he'll be looking to kill the fish, of course. Will Combito ever see this? This is a situation where you want to get housed and research Town Watch so you have a bit more vision. Where should he hit? Well, you always go for the wood line. He knows about this wood line. I don't know if he knows about this wood line. But you don't attack until you're on the TC side of the vills. Wait till you have enough to 2-shot a villager, though. Don't go before. But even if he goes now, it would still do crazy damage. And JorDan's still trying to save his fish. Combito's adding fish. And, well, JorDan moves out now. Here we go. Let's see what happens for Combito. He has no clue this is coming. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's so bad for him, man. That is so bad for him. He sees it. 1 villager's down. There's another archer range right in the back of his base. Another villager's going down. He's going to tower here to protect the gold, but then he needs to, like, wall to protect his wood, and then his berries are exposed, and JorDan is just going to win the game with this. This is crazy, dude. It almost makes you think, like, why don't people do this a little bit more frequently? That was so freaking good from JorDan. He'll go up 2-0. Not what Combito would have wanted. And that was just epic. If you have done your homework on Combito's play, you will know he likes to play a little bit open initially, play for the water control, and then wall later. And JorDan just walked across the whole map into the back of the base like it's the easiest thing ever. And honestly, I can't fault Combito for the GG there. You lose the first game. You're the underdog. That happens. I mean, that's bad. You could maybe try and play on. Like, your tower's denied. Your stable's denied. More archers are going to come in. You don't have the resources for an archer range to make skirms. You might just be dead here. Just straight up dead. That was so cool. Damn. Well, JorDan 1 win away from Gold League. Certainly going to do it with style. He only got 3 kills that game. But that's all he needed. I think from behind that, JorDan would have been in a great spot. Would have had amazing eco. Could have stayed on water, of course, because the dock is protected by the sea tower. Well, see if Combito can turn it around now. But my God. I'd be feeling a little flexed on right there. So here we are. Combito's going to bring it. Bro. What's happening? Okay, well, he brings in his rhino right away. You need a house, though, bro. Actually, he doesn't need a house right away because you start with a hut. Well, Combito... not doing what I would expect. Very rarely do you see someone not build houses and then accidentally attack the rhino with their scout. Possibly a little bit mentally fatigued and affected by how the series has gone at this point. He's going to need to win 3 straight. Wait, JorDan did the same. That's interesting. JorDan did the exact same thing. Okay. So they might know something I don't know. I mean, if you have the rhino instead of the water buffalo, you can have less villagers on food and more on wood, which then allows you to get the dock up a little bit earlier. Again, this is JorDan's home map. He's got Koreans. Combito has Vikings. This map has a lot of multitasking here. And Combito will get the house timing right. Combito will build the lumber camp. Both players are going to do that. Now, you really shouldn't think about it this way as the player. You should try and move on from it. But realistically, I really like the Armenians more than... Well, yeah, I like the Armenians a lot here. And, oh, man, JorDan found the scout here. And JorDan is attacking it. And that scout was weak because it accidentally misclicked the Rhino. But, yeah, Combito could be thinking right now, like, man, that was a waste of Armenians. Like, if he really likes Armenians on this map as well, he could just be thinking, what happened? Oh, God, the transport is out. The transport is way down here. He can't save himself in time. No. Combito, don't resign, bro. Don't resign. People have a long work day. They want more entertainment to distract them from their work. Okay, here comes the transport. Here comes the transport. Here comes the transport. Go, 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 go. Saved. Whoo, that was close. I don't know about going back over here, though. He's switched sides, but JorDan's going to hunt you down. JorDan's own transport is on the way right now. And we do have another series, by the way. So if this ends up being a quick one, we have another series, which I think should be very close. But, man, it's so killer, dude. Like, you win the first game. The first game is a really good performance from Combito, and then JorDan just beats him anyways. And then the second game, JorDan kills him in 13 minutes. That's got to be brutal for the mentals. Just brutal. And then having your scout be dead because you misclicked the Rhino as well would be horrible. So yeah, he wasn't spotted there, though, so he should get decent scouting at least. And JorDan has a good civ for archers, towers, navy, which is what's great on this map. Vikings, they also could go archers. They also have fantastic navy. Vikings feel a little bit more, a little bit easier to play, which is straight navy on this map. But Koreans also have cheaper ships, so. And Combito finds the dock from JorDan, knows JorDan is nearby. And JorDan, using the transport ship, also finds Combito's here. Someone says, I love watching JorDan. He has so much potential. Yeah. Yeah, one could say that JorDan was at one point top 5 in the world. That sounds like potential to me. Some people will argue for a certain period of time JorDan was number 1 in the world. A lot of you guys weren't around. But JorDan's super solid. It says a lot that he could retire from the game for like, saved! Ah! Oh my God, I'm freaking out over here, Combito. That was way too close. What, JorDan, I mean, is retired from the game officially, like multiple times now. And every time he returns, it does not take him long to be insane at the game. And it's like riding a bike, I guess. And you don't really end up losing a lot of the tangibles. It's about getting up to speed. Combito's up. Scout has been saved. Combito building a second dock now. So this feels like full water. This is kind of what I would do. It's high risk, high reward. I think there's some downsides to it because your eco could be kind of crap. But maybe he lumber camps here. Okay, so you guys are going to laugh at this. And the wood line is unfortunately not... Oh, God. That's... Ugh. Is that better? It's a little bit better. But this is an underrated play I've seen before. Realistically, you want to go, like, back here. But he never had that scouted. But no one expects that. And the one main downside of playing full water, in my opinion, is that your wood lines are crap when you go to lumber camps. So, it's actually salt. If you're going full water, your villas are almost always protected. No one's going to look back here. And you end up being fine. But, again, that wood line's a little questionable. Because that will run dry pretty quickly. JorDan has gone for a forward dock. JorDan is also making militia here. And the transport's going to be usable for JorDan until the galleys come out. He still has a little bit of time. Scouted this side, didn't see anything. His scout's going to be on this side. Combito's weak scout, again, just getting away. And I think Combito might be surprised by this. Even just man-at-arms on the island will be something he is not prepped to deal with. But his galleys should go through the middle, so the timing's pretty crazy here. But JorDan's got the man-at-arm upgrade going now. Let's see if Combito spots this. If it gets to the main island and kills 0 villagers, I still think it's worth it. You force a ton of reactions. But where is JorDan going to go? Oh, Combito's going this way because he knows the fish are down here. And he doesn't know about the forward dock. Which means JorDan has an opportunity to actually go this direction. I think he's waiting for his fire. He wants his fire to be the escort. So there he goes. Fire ship gets here a lot faster than Combito was expecting. He's 3 docks right now. And showing up to his island is a special delivery of man-at-arms and a scout. But all they do is just attack the house right away. So Combito has time to react, but now all his focus gets taken away from what he wants. And he's got a quick wall now. Tower to protect the wood line. Needs more quick walls. Okay, he's getting the quick walls down. The galleys are still advancing forward, but you can't micro them because you're focused on defending your vills. Tower does go up. JorDan's fire ship's on the front, searching, could even find the villagers. He's looking for fish right now. And then JorDan's fishing ships are getting sniped. JorDan also building outposts, waiting for any potential landings. He's probably confused now. He's going to build his archer range over here, and he's got his outposts over here. He's like, where is this guy? Why does he not have wood out here? Which is the typical play. He's also looking for his fish. He hasn't found them yet. He lost one of his fishing ships. The other ones are just sailing around right now. Could actually have clicked it forward. Scout's still searching. JorDan will see its multiple docks. With straight galleys, you want a lot of safety at home. And then it just streamlines your focus with the micro. Here's an example. This never happens if JorDan doesn't have the pressure there. But it's happening because JorDan has the pressure, because there's a fire galley here, because there's man-at-arms here. JorDan taking down houses and nothing else, and it's still something. JorDan didn't hit the gold here because the gold's a little bit too close to the TC. So it ends up being smart. I like him just taking down houses. I don't think it's a bad play. What I'm curious on is, will JorDan be able to transport archers to the island? Because if he has archers, he can deny the gold. I think Combito's expecting that, and he's already on stone. Combito's got a crazy amount of galleys right now. A crazy navy, but here comes JorDan. Transports to the north now with vills to take the hunt. Still has the archer range here, which Combito will see, so Combito will probably avoid going to this island. But if he goes to this island, there's lots of vision from JorDan, like JorDan's almost waiting for him. Combito loses another house. But he's looking towards Castle Age, and still has a pretty nice navy. And could start to take down JorDan's docks, maybe. Over here, JorDan is still he's looking everywhere he can right now, just waiting for Combito to show up to land. But more resources collected for Combito, and he's going to go for a trap here. No, he won't. He had the right idea, but he built the palisade instead of the gate. Clearly, both players are distracted right now, I think, by the navy. And JorDan doesn't end up killing anything. Now Combito goes for the quick walls. Now he's going for the moves. And JorDan just takes the gate again and gets away. Combito will want castle and then a sneak TC, I think. This reminds me of the Sor Kuma Stark game from yesterday. Chat, type a 1 if you were watching. If you are someone in chat who is not typing a 1, you need to go watch that series. It was a really good series to watch. Yeah, so like it's the same thing. I think the Viking player can hit Castle Age faster with a superior navy. The Viking player can take down the docks and use the shorelines and stuff. And small spoilers, but Stark was able to essentially like build a really sneak TC. And JorDan even taking the rhinos now. But Combito's up. And JorDan's transport's going to go down. That's a big deal. But it's also a big deal. He already got a bunch of vills here. And he also has vills. He had a vill over here somewhere. Okay, this guy's still here. So there's Tom. Tom, the fisherman. And he's able to do something in the next stage. We just don't know what yet. That might be an important villager because I think Combito doesn't know about the barracks location. He knows about the archery range, so he should never go to the north. If you're going to risk it, you want to go to the south because there's no archers there. Eventually, a lot of this navy starts to take down houses and docks a whole lot faster. So this will only get stronger for Combito. JorDan is on the way to Castle Age, but he's really heavy on stone right now. Feels like his plan is a castle. Gotta be, right? I think that's too many on stone for just towers. But also, I think JorDan has this issue right now where he can't really take wood because of the galleys. So maybe he's forced onto the stone because all his wood is forward. Oh, Tom died. Okay, well, Tom is dead. That's so sad that we named him and then right before he died, we should have just let him be a villager. He's gone. And that means now that Combito could come to this island pretty easily, in my opinion. Like, if that's the first thing he does with his transport ship is here, it could be really good. And we might have a pretty long game then. But certainly, Navy isn't going to be a great option for JorDan if there's galleys everywhere. But he does have the occasional fires, and he's in random spots. Like, he's got a dock up here. He's got a dock here. He's got a dock down here. So he might be able to get away with a lot here. He's even making another transport ship right now. Yeah, T90's not shedding many tears for Tom. Yeah. I guess not. I'm used to it. I'm used to the carnage. It's just how the world works, you know? We've grown so accustomed to the violence. Yeah, and Vikings are strong on water, but specifically Castle Age longboats feel so OP. Not even Imp. Imp, I feel like galleons can compete, but Castle Age longboats are insane. Look how fast the docks go down. It's crazy, dude. Like, war galleys are not even close to that. Just completely melt buildings. And it also melt guard towers. So if you want to play guard tower defense on your shorelines, in my experience, it's not so good against mass longboats. So Combito comes to the island. Drops the TC, drops the siege workshop. He's definitely expecting some pressure here because he knew that Tom was there and that there could be buildings. Oh, and JorDan was just able to transport, and he will drop a castle here. And this is really important. I mean, he's got the north to himself, and then he could have some pressure with siege and war wagons here. Vikings really struggle against war wagons. I mean, Combito's got the right idea, but this is the downside of focusing so heavily on water and eco, is you miss out on controlling the islands a little bit. Also, shout out to these man-at-arms in the scout. They've done 5k damage this game. Just still taking down random houses out here. These villagers are going to have a tough time, though, for JorDan. These villagers need to become farmers. Or he needs some fire galleys. Fire galleys get a couple kills there. Also, see, JorDan's got some fire galleys up here he could maybe send in. So there's a lot happening right now. And JorDan will drop a tower. Just now getting the blacksmith for JorDan, so he'll get fletching. I mean, tower's good against a couple ships, of course. But, like, if someone goes full focus on the Navy, that's where they'll start to shred the towers. I don't think you can really do that in this situation, though. Combito's taking down this dock, but JorDan's getting careening. JorDan's got the castle, and Combito can't see the castle. Now he'll know. That guy's name is Jim. Jim is also dead. I think what the main thing that I would try if I'm Combito is just get to a couple monks to hope for conversions, and then you want to build a castle and go imp. Because your farming eco is pretty good. You don't need a lot of farms with Vikings to get the resources that you want for imp. JorDan shouldn't think about imp at all. Guard towers, mangonels, war wagons. It just push the map. Yeah, there's no monks. And JorDan can see all of this because of his outpost. Built by, what was his name? Tom? Jim? Tom? Tom, I think. I mean, this sits here in remembrance. Forgot his name already. And that tower is going to make life so awkward. Combito sells basically his soul so he can build a castle to stop this from getting much worse. I would have liked to see a castle slightly more aggressive there. I think a castle right here to shoot this tower down makes this TC and just all the space that you have a little bit more breathable, but I guess there's always the chance that JorDan would have had siege. He's in the dark, so I know JorDan was just building a siege workshop, but I think when he built the castle, he didn't know. You'd always expect mangonels in this position. And you don't want that castle to be denied. The occasional fire galley still coming out here from JorDan, and the dock is still up. There's a lot of weak ships here. I think JorDan's been doing a lot on the backside that we've missed as everything else has been happening. And Combito, is he going to take a chance for this island now? JorDan's got a lot of archers, but they're all kind of spread out. So you could build a TC pretty quick. Actually feels like he's going to castle drop. He's going to go to, like, JorDan's base or something. Oh, he's picking up the mangonels. Oh, shoot. Oh, I like that. That's really smart. Because you need something. So now you can bring the siege. Now you could drop a castle with the siege. And JorDan doesn't have anything. We'll see how quickly JorDan reacts to this. Maybe just build a TC here if you're Combito. Has the eco lead. He's collected 2,000 more resources. He just needs more map. Yeah, and there's the town center. So now JorDan has to build another castle. Let's not forget, though, JorDan is slowly retaking water. The navy count's not as high for Combito now. Here come more vills. Guys, I'm not naming every single unit right before they die, okay? That was not intentional. It makes it more sad, all right? But thanks for the idea, though. Yeah, this TC is a complete liability, so you need to get the TCs up elsewhere. JorDan's got a tower there. Combito's just going to TC it. And JorDan, clear to him that his opponent's being desperate with map control right now. Just, his game plan's kind of working as long as he can hold the map, and JorDan's on the way to imp. Combito's still in villager spam mode. But honestly, if he stops queuing vills, he can go imp. He's got 10 vills in queue. He can go imp pretty quickly. And maybe play in towards trebs, but so difficult. So easy to say that for when we're just watching. Just managing everything here is so difficult. And JorDan, I think this was the plan. Clearly the plan for JorDan was never to go full water. It's a mix of water and a mix of land. This is more of a hybrid map than a water map. Combito, though, desperate, and he's starting to push JorDan. I mean, if he somehow takes some control here, he could take this whole island away from JorDan. JorDan doesn't have a lot here. War wagons are not here. The tower will go down. JorDan might want to consider a stable here. Maybe make a couple knights. I would consider it, even with just Koreans. But rocket cart will do as well. And Combito's now on the way to imp. So Combito has a 25 villager lead. He's done a crazy good job at managing his eco. He's got tons of farms. He's got wood, stone, gold. He's got everything he needs. Will he have it forever? I don't really know. But he has it for now. JorDan will transport. Bring the big wagons over. And now suddenly this is a problem for Combito. And he misclicks the Rhino. And Rhino's seemingly okay with it. He needs a castle right now. Combito needs a castle. There it is. That's got to go up. But that's going to go up, guys. 25 villager lead. The potential for trebs from both sides. But JorDan's going to have trebs first. JorDan can make a treb here. JorDan can make a treb here. He actually is very low on gold, though. There's the university for JorDan. Now, Navy can become a factor again. So, like, fast fire, galleon, all that stuff can play a big role. Cannon galleon can be really helpful. So, don't forget about that possibility. JorDan's not, because he has fast fire on the way. JorDan's still no trebuchet from this castle because of the lack of gold. It's in queue now, though. And he also has one in queue over here. I think it'll be tough for Combito to do anything about this. But if he full focuses in this area, it's also fine. A unit which is really underrated in this situation is actually Ram for Combito. But he has no space. You can't build siege workshops here. You can barely build farms and archer ranges. Here come the fast fires from JorDan. Come right through the middle. Should be able to nuke all the Navy. Combito sees that, so he's making more longboats now. So he doesn't lose the water. But he's also getting trebbed from both sides. There's trebuchets from here. There's trebuchets from here. And he has to micro his ships back. But every time he looks at land now, he's going to be losing his castles. He's repairing one of them. This one he's just going to let go. Nice micro from Combito to fall back a little bit. Because once he gets Bracer, once he gets Chemistry, the fast fires aren't all that good against the longboats. But he's just going to... It feels like he's going to run out of res. He does still have the superior eco, somehow. JorDan will be telling himself that that can't be the case for much longer. And Vikings also can't make bombard cannons, so JorDan's got bombard cannons too. Yeah, the Korean late game just feels so solid here. And again, so tough to play galleys when you've got other things to look at. Combito's going to try and make berserks. Make enough berserks to go snipe these trebs, I guess. With 2 Korean keeps there, though, it's going to be tricky. They won't have ballistics, though. That's an upgrade JorDan's going to need. But I think full focus from him is on the bombard cannons and on the trebs right now. And he can get that upgrade later. Ballistics is coming in for Combito. Combito has more army and more eco. Just less space. JorDan's going to drop a tower there. Now, that tower will actually range some ships if it goes up. It's a really good late game tower. JorDan could also get Yupseong, which gives the towers even more range. And it'll be keep. Those tower upgrades being free for Koreans, just such a good reason to pick them here. Tower goes up. Combito needs to run away. JorDan splits his bombard cannons. JorDan snipes the treb. JorDan will take down this castle. The berserks go in on this side. They tried something. Maybe they took a treb, but they're all going to get flattened. So now we have 0 castles for Combito. Still is losing grounds. Oh, and wow, he actually has a couple villagers over here taking gold. I think JorDan will see that, though. And Combito's got cannon galleons now. Okay, cannon galleons from the water. JorDan still doesn't have that big a navy, right? Can the cannon galleons save the day? No. They cannot, in fact, save the day. Combito taps out. JorDan, 2 gold league without losing a single game. But this was a series where he was actually tested. Game number 1, Combito played really strong. I think with some minor tweaks, minor differences, could have maybe got a win. Game number 2 was just pure creativity from JorDan, and honestly, so was game number 3. He did a lot this game. Someone asked if JorDan was rusty. I know this is really important to him, and he played super sharp, super prepped. Man-at-Arms, Archers, both islands, the mix of water, the mix of land. Just crazy play from JorDan. And JorDan will be in Gold League, and JorDan will be a threat in Gold League, and maybe even one of the favorites to get promoted out of Gold League, so... Combito will be in Silver League, and I think Combito will do very well there.